What's he doing? He's just standing there. Oh. That's what you get for just standing there. Well, let's let them go up there. Fuck you. Fucking fake power armor. Done. Boom, you're done. He's just gone. There's nothing left. Okay, Oliver's compound, here we go.
So you must be the courier the reports mentioned. Pass this message on to your commander. Hoover Dam will not fall while I still draw breath.
Surrender, General. The dam is almost taken.
This battle is far from over. Once the reinforcements from McCarran arrive, the counteroffensive will begin.
There won't be any reinforcements. The Legion has blocked the road west.
If that's true, then there's nothing else for it. My men and I will hold out as long as we can.
There's still time. You could escape. I won't stop you.
And go where? According to you, the road west is blocked. And while you might let us by, I highly doubt your allies will do the same.
I'm betting a smart man, as smart as you, wouldn't leave himself without at least one contingency.
Perhaps I do have a secret tunnel out of here, but that doesn't change anything. My duty is to stay and fight.
And what about your duty to your men?
My men and I are soldiers. We share an obligation to follow orders, and our orders are to hold this dam.
The dam is already lost, General. Your responsibility now is to get your men out of here alive.
You're right. These men have placed their lives in my hands, and I won't throw them away for a lost cause. Don't expect to hold this place for very long, however. The NCR will be back.
Ha ha ha. Did the same thing I did with the Legate. Completely mind-fucked him. I could have killed him, but that's a lot more fun to do.
Judging by the lack of blood, I take it the coward Oliver fled rather than face me. No matter. The rest of the dam is fully under our control. A few pitiful holdouts remain, but their time is short. The general was the last source of concern. With their commander gone, the NCR will pull out of this region, allowing our conquest to continue westward unopposed for a time. The Legion will swell with the number of slaves we will claim from this place, and the tribute we gather will fund further campaigns. Perhaps in time I will be granted the honor of conquering the land known as California. But for now we rest. Know that your efforts are appreciated and will not go unrewarded, but we can speak of that later. For now, come. We must see to the burning of the dead.
And that's that. Vini Vidi Vici.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave wasteland was forever changed. The Legate is crowned as the new Caesar. He entered the Strip as though it was a military target, destroying anyone who resisted him. The Legion brutally occupied all major locations, killing and enslaving a large amount of the population. Under the Legion's banner, civilization, savage as it was, finally came to the Mojave Wasteland. Though the courier himself was just and forthright in his dealings throughout the wasteland, he helped the Legion achieve victory. Caesar honored him with a golden coin, minted in celebration of his contributions and distributed throughout the wasteland.
Cautious after the boomers' display of power at Hoover Dam, Caesar chose to leave the boomers alone.
Ha!
The boomers remained isolated, but have been seen flying over the Mojave Desert from time to time.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more.
Yeah, they got fucked up.
Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
The Feeds attacked Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam and suffered heavy losses. Caesar, unimpressed with their performance and their dependence on chems, had them exterminated.
Ooh, fucked up.
After the Legion's victory, the new Caesar learned the followers had defamed the original Caesar's noble origins. The followers of the apocalypse were hunted down and exterminated. An old Mormon fort was turned into a pile of rubble.
The Legion, preoccupied with its acquisition of New Vegas, scarcely took notice of the town of Good Springs. Many locals moved on, fearful of Caesar's long shadow. Only the old and the stubborn remained.
Cass lived to see the mark of the Legion on Hoover Dam. Uncertain of what lay next for the West, she remained silent. As the Legion marched west, she found it difficult to see the dam as anything more than a gravestone for the Mojave, and everyone in it.
As reward for their loyal service, Caesar forcibly integrated the great Khans into the Legion. The sick and elderly were killed. The women sold as wives to ranking officers, and the tribe's identity was annihilated.
Just as we knew.
Though many great Khans mourned the death of their tribe, many more were ultimately satisfied with their revenge against NCR.
Though a cure for the Night King's schizophrenia was eventually found, it became a case of too little, too late for Jacobstown. Most Nightkin at Jacobstown followed their leader, King, out into the wasteland, terrorizing the Mojave for years to come. Jacobstown, constantly on guard for anti-mutant reprisals, never truly prospered.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
After their victory at Hoover Dam, the Legion quickly set about destroying all remaining resistance, including any groups with ties to the NCR. Upon discovering the King's newfound relationship with the NCR, Legionnaires flooded the streets of Freeside, and the Kings were quickly destroyed.
After Ray's brain was transplanted into Rex's cybernetic body, it took Rex some time to adjust to the old scrapyard dog's memories. Eventually, Rex's mind settled peacefully, melding his own memories with that of long travels with old Lady Gibson.
During the Legion's attack on Novak, Bright followers returning from their long pilgrimage assisted in its evacuation. Though Novak eventually fell to the Legion, many citizens of Novak were able to escape, alive and intact.
Most powder gangers at the correctional facility fled into the wasteland rather than face the advancing forces of the Legion. Those brave or foolish to remain were killed or crucified by the merciless legionaries.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 powder gang tormented the Mojave wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
Not understanding the gravity of the Legion's imminent takeover of Prim, Sheriff Prim Slim valiantly attempts to resist Caesar's will.
And so the courier's road came to an In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
The famous line. Alright, that's it. That is all 4 endings of Fallout New Vegas. I did very much enjoy this last part. It was a lot different than any of the other parts, so it was really unique in that way. Trying to figure out how to assassinate the president and then joining up with the Legate to kill Oliver, or in this case, convince him into leaving. So, like I said before, this is not the end of Fallout New Vegas. There is one more DLC, Lonesome Road, which I will be attempting. That comes out in about a week. But until then, I've still got a little bit of time. Coming up next is actually going to be Deus Ex. Kind of a stealthy, well, it's actually kind of a choose your own path. You can be stealthy or you can attack full out, and we're gonna try that out next. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be coming up in the next couple of days.